Hey boys and girls, so we are on chapter 10, lesson 6. So we kind of skipped over lesson 5, but we're going to get a little bit of that here. So it might feel like 2 lessons in one. We're going to start on page 741 and we're going to look at number 2, 5/6 times 3/4. So be prepared to do a little bit of drawing because we'll show you a hands-on method and then we'll do it the quick way. Both ways are great. All right, so 5/6 times 3/4. Let's go to our whiteboard. Here we go. 5/6 times 3/4. I'm just going to leave that over there in the corner while I quickly draw my grid. And I will show you how to do that in a second. All right, so that took me way too long to draw that grid. That's okay, here we are. So we'll do it the hands-on way first. We're going to look at 5/6. So I first drew a square. And you want to make sure it's a square. I kind of threw myself off a little bit by making it too oblong. So I'm going to look at 5/6. Notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices, right? So just like when we're drawing out fractions, if I were to draw like just my square with the lines going this way, I would end up with just slices of 5/6, which is great. Right? If we're doing an addition problem and comparing 5/6 with something else, but now we're multiplying. So we're going to bring those fractions together. So I did the same thing on the top with my 3/4. I divided it into what? Into fourths, right? Because that's my denominator. So over here on the side, I have my sixths. So all of this is divided into 6 parts. So all of these, each of these is a 1/6. And each of these is a 1/4. Feeling good so far? Okay, so how many 1/6 do I have? I have 5, right? Okay, so let's imagine I have 5 1/6s. So I have, double check. Okay, so I have 5/6. So I know I'm going to go up to at least here. So this space from the bottom to up here is going to be shaded. But this 3/4 is going to tell me how far I go this direction. So knowing that each one of these slices is a fourth, how many fourths do I have? I have 3. So I'm going to go this far. So 5/6, I'm going to go up to where I get to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to color 6 6s because I only have 5/6. But I'm not going to shade them all the way to the other side because really what we're trying to do, we're trying to kind of find the area of this grid. And I'm only going to go to 3/4. So 1, 2, 3/4. And that's going to put me here. So if I go up and over, I'm going to shade in these little spots. Okay, go ahead and shade those. And then I'll pause and let you get caught up. Okay, do you have all your tiles shaded? Wonderful. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to count up all your tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you may have already taken the leap and noticed that 5 times 3 is 15. And if we count them, that's also what we get. So we know that we're at the right track. And now, what's my denominator? 6 times 4 is 24. So we can simplify that though, can't we, right? Because we know that 15 and 24 are both multiples of 3. So I can divide 15 by 3 and 24. 15 divided by 3, right, is 5. 24 divided by 3 is going to give us 8. So that would be your final answer. So now I'm going to show you a different way to do this. And it might feel easier, but I do think it's important, even if this way does feel tedious, to be able to do it. So if you're getting caught up and having a hard time conceptualizing what's going on, this is the way that you can kind of bring yourself back and really hone in on what multiplying fractions is. So we're going to go ahead and erase, and we're going to work on this problem again, 6 times 3/4. All right, so if you're not into drawing the pictures and you're feeling like you're getting it, we can just go ahead and set it up. So if we're multiplying 6 times 3/4, we know with multiplying fractions before, we just multiply across. So your first step is to multiply the numerator. So 5, actually, I'm going to set this up a little bit differently. Sorry, guys. So you see how I have the lines kind of broken here? What I want you to get in the habit of doing is putting them on one line like this. And this is because sometimes you'll be able to cross cancel and simplify before you even solve the problem to find the product. And this will be easier as you get further down into math along the road. So get in the habit of doing this, and we can just work it out. So 5 times 3 is 15. 6 times 4 is 24. Beautiful. Just like before, we have to simplify. 15 can be divided by 3, so can 24. So I'm going to do that. Divided by 3. Whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. Beautiful. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 24 divided by 3 is 8. And that's your final answer. Okay, let's do one more. Let's go ahead and do let's just do number 3. That'll be good. And remember, your task today is to complete page 741. And you will also be taking the self-check on Canvas today as well for chapter 10, lesson 6. All right, so let's go ahead and look at number 3. All right, so we're multiplying 3/10 times 5, 6. Remember, we want to set them up on the top. 3 times 5 equals 15. 10 times 6 equals 60. I know there's a number that we can multiply both of those by, and I'm thinking of minutes, I'm thinking of hours. I know that there are 60 minutes in an hour, and I know that there's 4 groups of 15 in an hour too, because we say 6:45, or maybe we'll say 7:30, or maybe we'll say 7:45. So I know that that is going to be a friendly number to work with. I'm going to divide 15 by itself. Divided by 15, that gives me 1. 60 divided by 15 equals 4. That was a pretty friendly fraction, wasn't it? All right, let's go ahead and go back to our page that we want to work with. And remember, you are doing this whole page, 741, and then the self-check on Canvas for chapter 10, lesson 6. All right, should be pretty straightforward. Join office hours if you have any questions, and good luck.